Uh, Good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Welcome to today's vlog. Today I want to take you to a farm which I told you in my previous video that I'm gonna take you to that farm to see. I show you how they are doing the activity. They told me that mainly they are producing tomatoes and French beans. So let's walk with me. Meanwhile, please subscribe, share, like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe for me, please. That is the only support I'll appreciate, that I truly need from you people. So currently I'm in Kagio area of Kagio. Kagio town is in Kirinyaga County. Kirinyaga County is being headed by a governor, a woman governor by the name why am I forgetting her name? Guru. Yeah, the senator is Murugara, I don't know the exact name, something like that. Yeah, and the women rep, no, not really, I don't know about the women rep, but Guru is a public figure, he's a national public figure. He has been in politics. The first time I knew about Guru, it was an oil scandal, which somehow, allegedly, it was being said she was involved, and there's this issue about working with money in a sack. Yeah, there's that narrative of somebody was working with the money in a sack. I don't know whether it is true or not, but that's politics. So let's leave politics away. So in my previous video, I told you that the people of Kirinyaga County, their main economic activity is agriculture. That's the main economic activity. Yeah, they are doing tomato plantation, rice field. You have rice field, very huge rice field, and that's the main economic activity. In terms of agriculture. Apart from that, there are several companies, mostly are milling companies, and also apart from the milling companies, the wheat flour millers, we have the joy millers, we have the Nice from Nice City in Moya Town. There's a place called Nice City. It's a very good place by day. One day I'll take you to that place. It has a restaurant and a healthcare facility. Call it all the social amenities are in one place. Shopping center, rice mill, they have their own rice, they package down rice and sell it. And some of the exporting even their rice. Yeah, the pishori, they call it Muya pishori. The nice pishori. Yeah, so there's a little bit about, apart from rice, tomato cultivation, tomato plantation, they also do, there are some areas where it's a little bit cold, they're practicing coffee farming, and there are some few parts which are also practicing tea farming, but not that huge. Near when you're going towards the Mount Kenya forest. Yeah, is when you'll find the coffee plantation, the tea plantation. But where I am is a little bit hot, so the main economic activity here is habari. Yeah, naona kama unafanya clearing. Utakwenda kupiga maka hiyo? Oh, baadaye inakonga miti sawa kabisa. Hii na maka? Maka yake ni sawa.
Makara.
Hii maka yake iko sawa kushinda hii. Hii hata ni kama ina melt, ni kama ina nini hata inanga moto kali.
Haina hiyo.
Hata mimi nataka kupanda ing'ambo. Nikijirekodi hivi. Najirekodi hivi.
Mpaka hiyo mtu mpaka kwenye hiyo fora iko.
Hiyo fora nisha record.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kwa karibu.
Asante, nimeshukuru.
Safi.
Okay, I was talking to a student guy there. He's just trying to find some, some tree trunks for charcoal burning. You want to go and prepare some charcoal for the to provide energy to him for cooking, something like that. Yeah, we are at the river. We want to cross the other side of the river. That river I showed you in my previous video. Let me show you again. So here is the bridge and here is the river. Yeah, this is the river. This is the river. You can see it. And this is the solar. It's working, it's pumping. The solar water pump. They have harnessed. They have a lot, around 8 solar panels, providing I think around 600 watts or above to a battery. It's powering a pump, a motor, electric motor, which is pumping water to the farm where I'm taking you to. So today there's a lot of sunshine, and I think the energy that they're harnessing is so good to pump water. So that is it, and let's go. Uh, Guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, like and share. I'll appreciate. I'll appreciate. I'll appreciate so much. If you have a friend, tell a friend. If you see the my vlog is so good, please just recommend to a friend so that he or she can also watch. Yeah. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go and see what's going up out there. Let's see the farm. Look at the pipe. There's the pipe which is taking water to that farm. It's so huge. It's so huge. There's the pipe. It's so huge. Yeah. I've said today is so sunny. It's so sunny. The sun is so scorching. Let's go. Guys, look at this. This is a small farm for tomato. They are just coming up. I think in the next maybe 2 weeks time, harvesting is started. They start harvesting Safi, and look at how they're so cool. They're so nice. They're so green, bushy. Okay. Right now you cannot do pruning, because you do pruning, they'll be less leaf, and due to the sun is so scorching, your fruits will have sunburns. So that's why there's no fruit that are so bushy like that. Also to that also try to like act like a mulch to prevent excessive water loss. Yeah, and this farm is just not far from the river, about I think 150 meters from the river, and I think they're pumping water up to, I think they're pumping water this particular farm. It's a very small farm, but it's gonna give the person nice return. Suppose the market is okay. In Kenya, uh, farming is also somewhat tricky because you don't have storage facilities. Yeah. I was saying that in Kenya, farming is somewhat challenging because you don't have storage facilities to store our produce, and find that, for example, tomato is perishable, and at that time when so many farmers harvested their tomato at the same time, you find that it will flood the market, and when the market is flooded, the price will drop. If no, I didn't do business in my high school, but I always know that there's one thing I know, that supply affects price. Yeah, supply, when the supply is too much and the demand is the same, demand doesn't increase, demand remains constant, then the price drops. Unless if the supply increases and so demand increases, then the price tend to stabilizes. Yeah, there's some a little bit of business perspective. They're calling what? I don't know. Then I didn't do business. I did agriculture. So I'll know a little bit more about agriculture than business. But even in business, we need something about accounting, which we drill the graph, the uh, the graphs of demand curve, how demand affect the prices, and how the supply affect the prices in the market. Yeah, price. They only have two variables which affect price. We have the demand and we have the supply. Those are the variables. And when the demand is high, the price shoots. And when the supply is high, price drops, provided that demand remain constant. Yeah, that's a little bit about business, if I can recall. Yeah. So I don't know the exact place where I'm going to. If I find somebody, I'll ask. I was given a number, but it seems like I didn't save the number for that guy for me to get the direction. But I can follow the pipe. I'm following the pipe until where I'll reach. I'm still following the pipe. The pipe is the pipe is laid along the road. Yeah, so I'll just follow the pipe. I can still see the pipe. Just follow the pipe until where it will take me to. So if I can just, if you haven't done tomato cultivation, yeah, for me, with me, I've done it. With my uncle, we used to do tomato farming back there at home. To rent piece of land, then we do tomato farming. Yeah, I have a little bit of knowledge about tomato from seedbed preparation, sowing the seeds in the seedbed. We have different kind of seedbed you can make. You can make a sunken or raised. It depends with the water demand or the situation. During rainy season, you cannot make a sunken because it will flood. Water will flood, and your seedlings, maybe the seeds won't germinate due to too much water, or if they germinate, then the seedlings won't grow because of flooding. Yeah. So after the preparation, you prepare a nice seed bed. So you'll give it around 20 to 28 days in the seed bed. While at that time you can prepare the land where you transplant the seedlings. Just not really a fine tilt, but just a nice, just prepare a clear, clean farm for your seedlings. So during you have some maintenance which you have to do in your seedbed. For example, you have to spray using pesticides, and also you have to use fungicides to prevent fungal infection, because fungal infection is the most dangerous kind of infection that will cost you yeah, which can even cause the entire plantation to go down. I've reached a junction here. Here I can see the pipe the other side of the road. So I think we'll just try to look where we can get some. I think I've reached at the farm. So we've talked about preparation. We have talked about maintenance, how you will maintain your seedlings in the seedbed. So we can also use foliar fertilizers to make to hasten the growth, to hasten or to hasten the growth of your seedlings. Yeah. uh, you can also you can apply manure during seed sowing, also to help in increasing the nutrient content of your soil. Yes. So guys, I'm trying to look at where will I get into the farm. Where will I how much this farm? Very small size. Yeah. So let me see where I can. I'm seeing there's a homestead here. Let me just inquire. I can reach the other side of that farm, because the pipe I'm seeing here is not the pipe I'm supposed to follow. So guys, let me find a way. I don't know. I can't see anybody in this homestead. I can't see anybody in this homestead. I don't know if it's somehow bushy. It's somehow bushy. Let me show you. So this is how it looks like. Somehow bushy. Some tall grass. It seems like there is nobody staying here. There's some. It's so 50-50. I don't know whether there's somebody here. Yeah, you can see that somebody is staying here. That's those clothes hang on the high line. I want to get to the other side of the farm. Let me follow here. Yeah, I think I'm on the right direction. Yeah, this is the farm, I think, and the right direction. They have also, they've planted intercropping. They've done intercropping with some maize. I have realized that most of the people, after when almost they're finishing harvesting, the harvesting period of tomatoes is now almost over. They intercrop with maize, so that when they are pumping water, that water can go to waste. So I think the maize is doing good, because also the temperature is so favorable. The temperature is so favorable. Yeah, the temperature is so favorable. It's so warm, and maize always require a warm place. There are some varieties which require normal. Yeah, there's still tomatoes here. I can see they're still fruiting, but now these cannot be grade 1. These are not grade 1. And just to follow this pipe, yeah, starting in here, just to follow this pipe until where I'll finally get. It's taking water too. So far, the distance from where the river is up to here is almost, I think it's almost around 800 meters. If not 800 meters, about, yeah, it's not that near, but that pump is so powerful. I'm again stuck. I can't see any place anywhere to fall. Where I can follow. I'm seeing there is also bell pepper production. Yeah, I think they're watering up there, up here. The water is flowing. This bell pepper, and they're also fruiting. There is water pressure. And find a way to get into the farm. I don't want to be caught by blackjacks. Yeah, look at the plantation. It's so huge, a very huge plant. I've spent around 3 acres of bell pepper. This money, this money, this money, this is money, this money, guys. And if look, since you said I said recording at that particular tomato farm up to here, look at the distance. Look at where they're getting water. It's a little bit far, and they're managing it. This is so encouraging. This is so nice, guys. Wow, look at it. Look, they are doing good. They're so strong. I love it. I love it. They're the guys. Let me talk to them, and if they'll accept me to record them, I'll record them as I'll be asking some few questions. Yeah, let's see, guys, even if they cooperate. So nice. Some huge mango trees, maize plantation, maize farm. Yeah. So guys, let me talk to them. Maybe they'll accept to be recorded. Maybe you cannot record somebody. At Y254K.
Oh, yeah. Mnafanya Y254?
Hiyo ni YouTube yangu inaitwa Y254. Just ukienda kusearch Y254, just Y ya.
Kuna TV station bado inajiita Y254.
Sasa mimi ni Y254K. Hiyo ni art. Just hiyo ni YouTube link, YouTube handle. So guys, look at they are doing the irrigation. Just see, very simple and so much effective. This is so much affordable than using drip irrigation, because this farm is so huge, and you start laying the drip, it's so much expensive. So what they're doing, they've made some furrows, and along the furrows they've planted the bell pepper. This bell pepper plantation up to the other side from where we started. These are still young, they're coming up. The other side they've started fruiting, and almost maybe they've told me maybe on Monday they'll harvest some. This one maybe probably in the next month or 2 months they'll start flowering, and they'll be ready. So this is a simple way of doing irrigation. You don't lose much water because of the furrows. The water settles in the ditches, and is being retained by the wall of the ditches. While it will take maybe, inachukuanga muda kiasi gani then mnafanya tena irrigation? Mnamwaga maji tena?
Tunamwaga maji after 2 weeks.
Hii ilikuwa last week ndio mlimwaga hii ama? Okay, they're doing they irrigate the farm after a week or 2 weeks. It depends with the how the soil is, because even the bell pepper doesn't require too much water. It's not a paddy plant. So if you can just see, they're almost finishing irrigating this part. Just in the next 10 minutes they'll be done. Yes, look at them. Look at the plant. They are healthy. They are so healthy. Look at that. It's so healthy. Yeah. Sasa mnapiganga aje dawa?
Dawa.
Yeah. Every week. Or they do chemical application for the fungicides, and also the pesticides weekly, on a weekly basis, because without doing that you won't get much produce, because this is a business. So if you do yours right, then you'll get maximum production and maximum profit out of it. So that is it. Where they're getting water is about around a kilometer away from the farm, almost a kilometer away from the farm. They have a diesel pump, a very huge diesel pump, which is able to pump water up to this particular point. I think they have a junction there too. It's a single pipe coming from the other side, then reaching here. they have fabricated another. I think this is a metal. This is a metallic, which has been fabricated like a T, something like a T or a Y shaped, to to subdivide water into two, so that two people can irrigate at the same time, to make it so easy and so fast for the irrigation to be done. Yeah, that is it. Um, yeah. So so guys, there's this narrative of saying that the people of Mount Kenya has been in the government for the longest time. Yes, they have been in the government for the longest time, but the current economic has been have been in the government, I think, 24 years plus the William Ruto's regime, which is around 5 years, 4 years. That is 24 plus 4 is 28 years. With them, they have been in the government during the Kenyatta period, which took around from 1963 to 1978. That is around 15 years, plus the Uhuru regime, the son to Jomo Kenyatta, is about 10 years, took about 10 years, 2 terms. But leave alone that, the people of Mount Kenya, generally they are hardworking. They are utilizing the water they are having, the water they're having, the rivers they're having, to maximize their production, to get, to make sure there is enough food for the people of Mount Kenya and also for the people of Nairobi, because Nairobi, there's no farms in Nairobi and they depend on these people. So they have to make sure that there is enough food in the people for the people of Nairobi, which is the capital city of Kenya. Yeah, so I always say that I give them thumbs up. Since I came to this area, I mean, I was having that narrative of them being in the government. That is why they're able to develop so much. But that's not alone. Due to their hard work, they are doing great. And I've witnessed this with my own eyes. If suppose we can be like them, for example, where I'm coming from Moroni, where we only do sugar, this sugar production, sugar plantation is the main economic activity we are doing. And sometimes I do say that it doesn't give us much than practicing horticultural farming. Look, for example, you plant, you're having a sugar plantation, maybe an acre, for example, an acre of land. That acre of land will give you roughly about 40, a maximum of 40 tons after 16 months. 40 tons, if suppose to calculate, let's say, a typical you are on a zone B region, near, maybe somehow near to the factory, where you are near the factory where the sugarcane processing is taking place. Let's say zone B, for example. If you calculate the cost you will incur to produce an acre of a sugarcane, it can be approximately around 80,000. For example, suppose if the land is not yours, you are just leasing it. If you lease the land, there is around 30,000 for 6 years tenure. That's what the lease will go for 6 years. Or the other saying is 3 harvests, which is 6 years. So if you look at that and you compare it with doing horticultural farm, for example, bell pepper production, we call it pilipili hoho. Yeah, bell pepper production. The initial cost and the produce doesn't you cannot compare them. For example, you start realizing the profit. Something little in your pocket after about 2 months after transplanting. For example, the other farm, the other piece of the other block, which is almost they're starting, almost starting harvesting. Yeah, that's after 2 months, after 3 months of transplanting, you have started realizing that something in is getting into your pocket. You can manage that. You can, budget with that. If if you are paying school fees, you can do that. It can help you rather than waiting for 18 months, taking the sugarcane to the factory. Then also they will delay the payment. They delay the payment for the farmers, yet the sugar, the sugar has been processed and sold. The sugar from your farm is not in the store, it's in some people's houses as table sugar, and yet you have not been paid. Maybe they roll out the payment. So they say that this month you're not paying, you're saying paying the other month. This month will be paid, the other month will not be paid. For no reason. You don't know how they reached that particular agreement. So we are supposed to diversify, not only focusing in sugarcane production only. It's not bad to produce sugarcane. And suppose if the government has farmers who are producing sugar at heart, then they're supposed to be paying good, because sugarcane is like a gold, is a green gold. For example, literally everything from sugarcane, it cannot go to waste. For example, you get molasses from sugar. That molasses can be used to feed animals, can be used to brew ethanol from ethanol plants. You produce the sugar, the normal table sugar, which we are using on our daily basis. Uh, on daily basis, we also have the bagasse. We call it the bagasse. The bagasse can be used to generate electricity. It can be used to power up to power. Boilers. The boilers produce steam to give us energy. That means literally everything from sugarcane cannot go to waste. You can commercialize everything from sugarcane. Yeah, you can. The bagasse can also be used to produce paper and so on. So I always say that at a time the government make us poor deliberately. They want us to be beggars throughout the time, the entire life, so that we always go back to them and beg for some handouts. That's not good. That's not good. Yeah, I'll take another farm. In some few minutes, I'll take another farm. You see the French beans and salt. Okay, guys, I was trying to look for the guys I was coming to so that I can maybe try to do some little talk with them about the tomato plantation. And yet, I haven't found them. It seems they are just here. I think they're coming back because I can see they have not finished. They are trying. They are pumping water. They are pumping water to this tomato plantation. It's still wet. Maybe they have gone for lunch. Yeah, it's around 2 p.m. Yeah, here in East Africa. East Africa, Kenya. In Kirinyaga. So let me turn the camera. You see how the tomato farm. It's almost getting depleted, but not now. Maybe in the next a month. In the next 1 month, the tomato will be almost over. But meanwhile, I think now they can plant maybe maize in between the rows so that can compensate. Yeah, this maize will now be used. For roasting. You'll be buying them along the road. You roast. They sell it to the local people so that they can come. They can roast them for the people to take. It's always sweet. Some are being boiled. Yeah. When you turn the camera, you see the farm. So this is the farm. Look at it. Look at the tomatoes. They're bushy. This bush, I said earlier that this help to prevent the scorching, the sun scorching on the fruits. When you expose tomato fruits to the sun directly, and the sun is the intensity of the sunlight is so high, they start to turn whitish on the side which is facing the sun. So this one helps to shade the fruits. Yeah, it makes the production become expensive because you have to use a lot of pesticides and fungicide for it to penetrate in between. So you spray well in between the bush so that the chemical can penetrate very well into the bush to avoid the attack from the fungal, to prevent the fungal infection or to cure the fungal infection. Also to against the pest pest control pesticides, pest control chemicals, so that they can penetrate very well to avoid attack by pests, because pests do destroy the fruit so much. Yeah. So this is the farm. I think I've been given the right direction. I think this is the farm which I was supposed to come to, leave alone the one which I show you about the bell peppers, or we call them pili hoho. Yeah, most people as locals call them pili hoho. Yeah, the bell peppers. We also call them sweet peppers, because they're not somehow bitter. They're not always bitter. These are a little bit huge. I think around maybe an acre or so, maybe an acre, something like that. Look at it, look at it, you can look at it. Yeah, to that mango tree, you can see very well how it is. Yeah, but now they've stopped flowering. Very few are flowering, but this flower, the one flowering now, they won't be huge. There will be just small tomatoes. Yeah, yeah. Let me show you. I've seen a place where they were, I mean, doing, after harvesting, they're doing collection point for the harvest. I'm seeing they've left so many tomatoes on the ground. Let's go and see how those tomatoes look like. Let's go together. Also, there's a nipah grass. These are for cow, for dairy, people having dairy, cattle. Yeah, plantains, bananas, avocados, mango trees, all over. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, the small size tomatoes which has been left. Yeah, these are small tomatoes, but they're edible. Not that they're not edible, they're edible. Yeah, look at this. This is so nice. This if you find sardines, we call it omena. This is so sweet with omena. Well, look at them. They're so nice. Somebody can cook with them, but these ones are not for the market. If you take, you cannot take this to the market unless somebody come and just take them, or you give them a throw price. Yeah, look at them. There are many. I wish I was staying near by. I could have taken some, but unfortunately, I didn't bring any carrier bag with me. Look at them. The other side also we have. So I think this is where they are doing sorting. The sorting area, they sit here under this shade. They do the sorting. Yeah, they sort the large, medium sizes separately, because different sizes of tomato have different prices. Yeah, and you can also see a crate. This is a bread crate, but we also use this one to measure to approximate the tomato. Yeah, yeah, you can see. Yeah, the many. That's the other side. Yeah, the tree there. There's another pipe there. I think it's taking water to that to that homestead. Yeah, there's also another tomato plantation on the other side. Let me just show you. I think I can find somebody in this home. Maybe let me see. There's a path. There's a footpath here. Follow this footpath, see if I can. Yes, guys. So this is how people they're able to earn a living, and they're investing so much. They invest in agriculture so much. Look at them. Look at them. Wow. There's this side. These are also the side I'm harvesting. Wow, that some are ripe. Some are ripe. Yeah, I can see. I want to find what they have planted French beans. I can't. If suppose I will have found somebody here, it would be easy. Look at this. Look at those. Wow. Look at those tomatoes. Wow. That's so nice. That's so awesome. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. Wow. So the other ones. Look at those. Wow. Look at wow. A lot of them have ripe, just waiting for the market. But the market, I've heard the market is now. The market is not marketing. The market is not marketing. Let's find our way to where there's French beans. You have to find where the French bean is. So this is the farm which I was showing you that is almost getting depleted. Yeah, this is the far end. When you are on the other side, past that tree. On the other side, now we are in this end. We are separating the two farms. Look at this! Wow! Look at this! Wow! Wow! Look at those! Wow! That's so nice. Yeah, this is the farm. Wow! Let us find our way. Let's follow this path. I think it will take us to where there is French beans. Wow! Tomato farm is almost everywhere. Yeah. So this is the same river which I showed you, but here there's a very deep depression. Is it deep depression or huge depression? It's like it has a very steep hill, so hilly. Pumping water from this end is involved, even though the river is near this end, but pumping water to this farm is so costly and expensive due to the landscape. So steep, almost like it's more than 45 degrees rise. This is around 6 degrees. Uh, around 6 degrees high rise. The angle. The angle of water. I don't know. I've forgotten about the physics which I did in high school. So I was talking about I've forgotten the physics I did in high school, where we were talking about, but that one was about embankment of the roads, how the roads are being embanked so that the vehicle coming by either direction cannot skid off the road due to maybe a speed. But there is a critical speed that, if suppose they pass that critical speed, then automatically they will roll over to the other, the road shoulder and pass road shoulder even into the ditch. So they have to come with a set speed, which will enable them to have a smooth negotiation of a corner or on a bend. So there's a way engineers do embank the road. Like they raise one side of the road to accommodate. Wow, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm seeing myself to the bridge where I was, because the other side is the road which I used to come to this side. If I follow this route, I think I'll go to the fall where there is waterfall. I think I've shown you the waterfall. There's a waterfall down here. Then that waterfall, there's a small path which will take me to the footbridge. But let's go. I can also show you today again how the waterfall. I can have maybe a little discussion around the waterfall, so that yeah, let's go and see the waterfall again today. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, share, like, I'll appreciate. That's the only thing I'm asking from you, so that I can get you this exclusive content daily. I can shoot, and at least it will motivate me that I'm not doing something for sake, but I'm doing something and people like it. I'll be so happy. I want my channel to grow. So far I'm having 10 10 subscribers, but you start from somewhere. Yeah, I know. I'll start from 10 subscribers. Maybe tomorrow I'll go to 20 subscribers, 30 subscribers, 40, 50, 100 subscribers. Yeah, until I'll reach 1,000 subscribers. And if everything goes right, then Facebook, maybe YouTube will monetize my content, and I'll start getting something small out of what I'm doing. So let me take you again to the waterfall today again, so that you can see how it's so nice, a very cool place to be. Let me just, yeah, so we're going to the fall. If you haven't watched my previous video, just go and see, watch it. Yeah, I try to show people how these people invest along the river, the water pumps which they're having, they're using to pump water to irrigate. For example, those farms where I was, they're getting the water from this river which I'm taking to. I don't know whether there are people here down here. Let's go and see. Maybe I'm just alone, but I haven't heard anybody has been maybe attacked along the riverbank. I've never heard about that since I came this side, even though I haven't been here for the longest, but I haven't heard, nobody has told me that people are always being attacked when you're alone. So let's go and see. You can hear the sound of water. Yeah, there's the sound of the waterfall. So look at these huge pipes taking water to the farms. Yeah. I can hear some voices. I don't know, those are people on the other side of the river, or they're in this side I am, but along the river bank. Look at our waterfall. A very nice waterfall. Look at that. Let's have a look. If the people, maybe you can have a discussion with, you can have a talk with them. They can tell me more about this river and what was here. I can see there are some slabs. I can see concrete slabs. That pillar, bush stones. I can see them like these are bush stones. It shows that there's a long time ago there was a building, something like a building or something, a structure which was along this river. Let's follow the safest route. This is the safest route. Let's go down. You have to be careful on where you step. You have to be careful, extremely careful. Yeah, there are some people here. Don't know what they're doing. Let me confirm. Wow. Let me change the camera. Yeah, I've changed the camera. Let's go. Yeah, soda. Welcome back again. I'm now along the river bank where there's waterfall. There's a waterfall. I think my last video I showed you how the waterfall is. Again, I want to show you how the waterfall looks like. And this is a very, this is a very nice fall. Sorry, a little bit. Last time I approximated to be around about 30 feet, around 30 feet, 30 to 50 feet deep. We are down, we are down, we are down. So let me take you where you can see the waterfall. Yeah, this is the river. The river is called Ruamudandi. It's called Ruamudandi. Ruamudandi. It's a little bit cold. Misty, you see the little bit of mist because the effect of waterfall. So let's just go up a little bit, then you can have a nice shot. You can have a nice shot of the waterfall. Some guys here just go fast. Unapiga picha? So guys, so waterfall. There's a guy who's been taking some photos. You can see the water. Let's wait. See what the then you can show you photos. Yeah, that's the waterfall. You can see. Também eu ia